Someone super chatted saying that they think it was the bad parents. Jazzonaut says bad parents were Gen X. I don't think so. Gen Xers, for the most part, had Gen Z kids, and Gen Z kids are turning out to be relatively based. Maybe it's because of their circumstances, but I do believe that many boomers were bad parents. I certainly think there are great boomers, and there are many boomers who have great kids and were great parents. I think the boomers gave us Star Trek: The Next Generation, brilliant. But there were a lot of boomers who were like, I don't know what, post-hippie, lazy, do whatever you want for their kids. And now their kids are running around smashing things, shaving their heads, and they're going to struggle to survive. If any one of these kids in Portland, and I know they're adults over the age of 20, but they're functional children, you take 10 of those kids and you teleport them instantly into, I don't know, the middle of Alaska. They're done. It's just over. Now imagine you take 10 young Amish people and blink, they're all of a sudden in the middle of the woods. They're going to be like, well, let's get to it. And you come back in a week and there's a village and you're like, wow, these people know how to build.
Yeah.
Do you remember when AOC so infamously said, my generation has never known true prosperity? And
oh my God.
It was a great punchline, but I tried to take it seriously. And I have this half-baked sort of Jordan Peterson meets Ayn Rand sort of theory about this, that we have a problem in that the capitalist system actually creates tremendous prosperity. And the big question is, do I get a third scoop of ice cream, or do I get the new iPad, or what is my trauma going to be because I don't have everything that I need? And I think there's a crisis in meaning when people don't have to work for anything. And there's a dignity that comes from work. And this is the Jordan Peterson part, but maybe also the Ayn Rand part, that the struggle itself, trying to do something with your life. And if you never had to do any of that, you're lost. You have no meaning, you have no purpose. So you see Antifa or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go join that because I got nothing else.
Yeah, I agree. I also think it creates a sense of envy. I think when you have a lot of people who don't really have purpose, when they look at people who do, they're filled with jealousy, and they can't always name it, but they're like, you are living life in a way that I subconsciously know I want, and therefore the fact that you have something I don't is a threat to me. And I think that's part of sort of the materialism that comes with a generation that grew up in prosperity, right? That they have so much that they can't think of life without it, and they therefore can't empathize with like what they actually need to do to create a life for themselves that's meaningful. It is wild to me how many people that I know who grew up, very comfortably, a lot of them, their parents were together, provided for them, they went to college, will turn around and be like, well, capitalism's a terrible system. Like, then tell me which one you would rather live under, because you have gotten everything you want out of life because of the system that you are now deciding is so evil.
But they don't think they have it. They don't understand what they have because they didn't ever have to get it.
And they always they want something else. They're lost for meaning, and so they're jealous of the idea that there's something they don't have.
Yeah.